2001.
Luke, welcome into Studio B, man. Great to have you with us on Media Day.
Thank you, guys.
What's your relationship like with Kalani compared to what it was when you were running behind him and playing with him?
Kalani's a genuine guy. He's, what you see is what you get. Nothing's changed. It's the same relationship.
What was he like in college? Because he had a little more flow to that lettuce up top.
Yeah, there you go. And then, he's a guy that is passionate about what he's doing. Even when we were at, I remember being in the locker room and we got in a conversation about the Jazz. And, I'm not a Jazz fan, or wasn't a Jazz fan, I guess, growing up in Portland. So I liked, the Trailblazers. And there was a conversation, and there was almost a fight over, who was better, the Jazz or the Trailblazers. And I didn't have any skin in the game, and I was just, picking at him a little bit, and he's ready to go. So.
And this is like post-finals Jazz. This is a fun time, right?
This is the Jazz when,
and
struggling.
This is the Jailblazers era, too.
There you go, Jailblazers, right? Yep.
Yeah. I know all too well, having grown up in the 503.
Yeah, I was going to refer to them as Jailblazers, but then I thought better. But go.
It's okay.
Good for you.
You just let Jerem do that.
Yeah.
History already bore that out.
Let him take us there. We're with Luke Staley, one of the all-time greats at BYU. How did you find out, first of all, that the number 6 was going to be retired and that you were going to be part of that?
So I guess it goes back to maybe 2 years ago when I was elected or brought into the Sports Hall of Fame here at BYU. I was sitting in the stands, sitting on an aisle seat, and Tom was, just passing by and said, "Hey, congratulations, this is, a great honor, yada, yada, yada," and ended up saying, what we're going to do is, we want to retire, put your name up there, have your jersey up there. I didn't think it would ever happen. I didn't know if I had the resume to do that, but holding true to his quote, he called me last Saturday. I was in Omaha at the College World Series and got a call, and I usually don't answer my phone. Answered it and ended up trying to run and find somewhere quiet, which I probably heard maybe a third of the conversation, but it didn't really set in until maybe a couple of days ago.
And you're just the second running back whose jersey number will be retired as well. There's such a quarterback tradition here. And in the state of the program, you talked about it, being a running back. What does it mean to be a running back and have your jersey number retired at a place that's been quarterback you?
It's a great honor. I didn't come to BYU, wanting to win the Doak Walker, be an All-American, or have my jersey retired. I just wanted to come and contribute to something. I wanted to be a part of something, and I wanted to be a part of fulfilling a childhood dream. And I was just at the right place at the right time. So luck, whatever you want to call it. But we had every aspect of that team that we had offensively was right. A defense couldn't focus on one person. So I don't know if it's necessarily, we had a great quarterback, so that continues that tradition, but we were just able to capitalize on some other aspects of the game.
Today we're focused on commemorating not only number 6, but the great LaVell Edwards. The patch comes out. You're wearing one of those shirts with his iconic image on it. When you look at that patch and you think about the man that recruited you and you played for a number of years, what comes to mind?
That's LaVell. There's a lot of things. I probably have 6 or 7 stories of LaVell that stand out. That is LaVell. His character, his person, how he was, how he handled, running a business or running this corporation, and everything about LaVell is class act. LaVell and Patty, they are, two people that if you're around, you want to aspire to be like. He can talk to anybody, and everything that he did, benefited somebody else or this university.
That 2001 team offensively led the country in points per game. It was like close to 40 or 40 plus. It was unbelievable. Did you know before the season, coming off of a 6-6 dramatic win over Utah to end the year before, that you had something special? Because that's quite the leap that you guys made that next year.
It's a great question, and it invokes some thought. And the one thing I think about is, yeah, I guess there was, and I don't know if I cognitively sat down and said it's going to be a great year. But I remember sitting down and Coach Tidwell handing out a piece of paper and said, "Hey, why don't you guys take a couple minutes and write down your goals, your season-long goals?" And I, sat there and I started writing down, maybe 6 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns a game. And I always thought I could offer more. And I remember sitting there and thinking, I want to win the running back award. I didn't even know the name of the running back award. It's a fairly new award, but that was on the piece of paper. And so, I think there was a feeling spring ball that year. I was coming off somewhat of a healthy off season, and just LaVell had put the pieces in place. Now it was a matter of, capitalizing or putting people in the right position, the right situations.
Luke Staley with us in Studio B, all-time great running back, and I have number 6 retired against Wisconsin during that BYU home game in mid-September. A question in from Twitter at JJ_Crow3 asks, Luke, what would you consider your best game and best play as a BYU Cougar?
Best game would, that whole season was a good season. I guess the cop-out answer would be the Utah game. And I guess for the best play, I still remember the first touchdown I scored against Washington. And I remember before that game, about a week before it, I snuck into the stadium and I was sitting in the stands and, 12 o'clock at night, just trying to envision myself out there playing, envision myself running and putting on the I guess we had the bib uniforms back then, but putting on the jersey and the helmet. And, I didn't know what kind of impact I would have. But that was a fun game. So
Absolutely.
Fun run.
I can't remember a time, at least from what I've heard, that LaVell Edwards Stadium was louder when you took that pitch from Brandon Doman and ran into the end zone. Like, are you aware of how loud it is at that moment? I mean, what do you remember about that moment?
I remember cornerback collapsing down, Brandon making a great pitch at the great time, and going untouched. It's not. People say it was a great run. I don't know if it was a great run. I think you could put other people in that situation, the same results would happen. But I've never seen or heard the stadium shake like that. And I wish I could go back and relive it, but it's a great memory.
Luke, great to have you with us. Congratulations on the retirement of your jersey number 6, and it's great to have you back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Let's get your signature if we could on our flag.
Absolutely.
Do you want me to ruin it?
We've been looking for a Doak Walker Award winner, so it's convenient that you're here today.
Somebody that won the running back award.
Yeah.
Whatever that one is. Do I do that now?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.